Welcome to another episode, everyone. The day the LA Crips tried forcing rapper NBA Youngboy to check in. We all have heard about this so-called check-in culture in Los Angeles, California. And apparently when Youngboy pulled up, some Crips tried to get him to check in, tried to force him to check in, and things did not necessarily go as planned.
And if you pick a fight with him, you just gonna have a fight on your hands, whether you got the advantage or not. He's showing up for the fight.
In LA, rappers who come into town are often forced to check in by gangs. And no, it's not the warm hotel welcome kind. This just means that the rappers are expected to report their presence. And of course, part with some money. But one particular rapper was not having it. NBA Youngboy. The day LA Crips tried it with him, it backfired spectacularly.
If you bought that shit, do something. You said on you, man. If you do something, you got all these pussy ass niggas. Ain't nobody
NBA Youngboy wasn't backing down. Not from Big U. Not from the Rollin' 60s. Not even when the Grape Street Crips and Watts Bloods came knocking. The LA check-in culture. In LA, gang presence isn't just background noise. It runs the streets. For decades, major gangs like the Rollin' 60s, Grape Street Crips, and various blood sets and Watts have controlled neighborhoods, politics, and yes, the entertainment game. Rappers are expected to check in when they hit the city. That doesn't mean stopping by a welcome desk. It means tapping in with the local shot callers, often with money or respect to move safely. Some see it as protection, others see it as extortion. But NBA Youngboy, he saw it as disrespect.
Them bringing up the whole checking in and artists getting robbed after checking in.
Listen, and I was just talking to DW Thing about that, right? Here's the thing with the check-in policy in California. If you do it, you dead.
Big U and the Rollin' 60s make a move. It started with a conversation that never happened.
If you do it, you're dead. That's not necessarily, that's not true. Again, checking in, as I know it to be, is just that when you get somewhere, not just LA, if I was to go to Detroit, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, wherever, I would look to check in with the individuals who, are prominent in the area or in the city to make sure I'm going into the right places, not stepping into a war zone and individuals don't know who I am and think I'm some sort of opposition. So we just saying to check in so that you know where you're going and that you know what you're doing. Now, if individuals are asking for your money when they're telling you where you can and can't go, then yeah, that would be extortion, not necessarily checking in.
Big U, a respected OG and former shot caller of the Rollin' 60s, implied that NBA Youngboy should have reached out when he touched down in LA. That statement made waves, not just because of what was said, but who said it. Big U doesn't speak lightly. The streets translated that message. Youngboy didn't check in, and he was being called out publicly. NBA Youngboy clapped back, fast. He denied any relationship with Big U, calling the whole situation out for what he thought it was. A power move disguised as protection. I ain't never needed no help, he said. Y'all trying to put fear in me and I don't go for that. And just like that, tensions with the Rollin' 60s Crips were now on full display. The Watts set video shoot, all hell breaks loose. A few weeks later, NBA Youngboy pulled up to Watts, deep in blood territory, to shoot a music video. That was already a bold move. But what happened next made it clear. This wasn't going to be a peaceful stop. Local goons showed up at the video set. Word had gotten around fast that Youngboy was filming in the city and without checking in. Men from various sets tried to press him. Video clips surfaced of confrontations, yelling, and heated moments behind the scenes. But Youngboy, he didn't flinch. Security was tight and he had his own squad with him. In fact, instead of retreating, Youngboy posted from the hood, flexing on IG like he was untouchable. Grape Street Crips pressed the issue. Not long after the Watts incident, another infamous LA gang pulled up with their own issue. The Grape Street Crips, out of Nickerson Gardens, reportedly had a problem with how Youngboy was moving.
The Grape Street Crips are not out of the Nickerson Gardens. The Bonnie Bloods are out of the Nickerson Gardens. The Grape Street Watts Crips are out of the Jordan Down projects in Watts. Nevertheless, the Jordan Down projects have since been torn down or something to that effect. but they are from the Jordan Down Projects, the Grape Street Crips, Grape Street Crips. But now NBA Youngboy, he was in a very volatile situation right there, and Watts filming that video, particularly after these individuals tried to tell him to check in, if that's exactly how it went, and he refused, and then went over there and started filming with his shirt off like he's just in the hood. I'm not sure where this individual is from, though. But it's a volatile and dangerous situation for everyone.
According to rumors, a member confronted Youngboy during a visit to LA, warning him to show respect or face consequences. Once again, Youngboy responded the only way he knows how, unapologetically. Sources close to the situation said the rapper laughed it off. "Ain't nobody pressing me," he allegedly told someone on his team, and then came the ultimate middle finger.
Pulled up on him. He was shooting a video or something over there. Maybe the little he might have left and went to the store. And just pulled up on him and asked him, what the was he doing over here? You know what that little crazy responded?
Youngboy disses Crips in K-Town, in the middle of LA's Koreatown, a surprising hotspot for gang activity. NBA Youngboy filmed himself doing something that stunned both fans and enemies, dissing the Crips on camera. He reportedly threw up a Crip sign, then shot at it. Literally. This wasn't just street antics, it was a direct sign of disrespect to any Crip set that thought they could punk him. A digital shot fired. And in LA, that kind of boldness can get you killed. But once again, Youngboy stood tall. He didn't hide. He didn't apologize. Instead, he doubled down.
Yeah, talking like he wants to smoke, he better bump it down.
With the whole hood in Watts. In what felt like a defiant victory lap, NBA Youngboy returned to Watts. But this time, he brought the whole hood out. Videos circulated showing him in the heart of the community, surrounded by dozens of locals, shaking hands, posting for pictures, and repping hard. Some saw this as a power move. Proof that despite the threats, Youngboy could move through the city untouched. Others
Yeah, no, he checked in with someone. If he over there in Watts, then he checked in with someone over there in Watts. That's just the way it goes. And he's not out there repping hard. He's out there taking care of business. He's a rapper. He's out there to perform, make a video or whatever, and get the hell out of there. That's his best bet. That's anyone's best bet, unfortunately, because there are a lot of gang wars going down in these areas. And it's not just for individuals who are coming from out of town that need to be careful and be safe. It's for individuals that live right there, that grew up right there, cannot go in certain areas in Los Angeles, California. That's just the way that it is. It's not exclusive to individuals who are out of town. This is general. This applies to everyone.
argued that it was staged or that he paid the right people off that time. But one thing was clear. The message was sent. Youngboy doesn't run, and he doesn't check in. Bloods get involved. If beefing with the Crips wasn't enough, NBA Youngboy also had issues with the Bloods and Watts. A separate incident occurred when a group of local Bloods took offense to Youngboy filming in their neighborhood and not giving proper recognition to the street figureheads. There were reports of tension, threats, and even planned retaliation. But Youngboy, still on a rampage, stayed in the city longer than anyone expected, almost daring someone to try something. And nothing ever went down. It was like the whole city tried to test him, and nobody could break him.
Man, do you? Man, you got all niggas around us. Man, you bought that shit, you bought that shit, do something. You said if you bought that shit, do something. All these pussy ass niggas. Ain't nobody
In a city where many rappers play by the rules or get played out of the game, NBA Youngboy walked a different path. LA Crips tried to force him to check in, but he refused. Not once, not ever. He called out Big U. He clashed with the Rollin' 60s. He stood face to face with the Grape Street Crips. He entered Blood territory without blinking. He dissed Crip sets in public and posted it online. He showed up in enemy zones and came out untouched. Was it courage or
I don't know about him dissing Crip sets online, because the little clip that he just showed with him saying whatever he said in that rap song, that certainly was not dissing Crips. And whatever he was saying in these songs, you don't know who it is in particular that he calls himself disrespecting. What's clear is that anyone, again, who comes out there, without checking in, as the same, if you go to New York, Detroit, or wherever, you're taking a risk. That's just the bottom line. No one is saying check in and give up all of your hard-earned money. But as far as him getting into it with every gang, essentially in Los Angeles, California, and then everything was just okay, that's typically not how it happens.
Craziness. Was it principle or pure ego? Either way, it made one thing clear. NBA Youngboy is not your typical rapper. And the streets of LA, they're still trying to figure out if that's something to respect or regret.
You niggas hate me, huh?
In the world of hip-hop, respect is everything. But in Los Angeles, respect isn't just earned, it's demanded. And when the Crips say check in, they mean it. In LA street culture, especially within gang-affiliated communities, checking in is a way for outsiders, often celebrities or visiting artists, to show respect and avoid potential issues. It's not just a courtesy, it's a safety protocol. So why does this check-in culture exist? It's about respect, protection, and maintaining order in a city where street politics and the music industry often collide. The fine line between street politics and music LA's gang culture has deep roots in its music scene. Many artists come from these communities, and their music reflects their experiences.
Man, you don't know that. You don't know nothing. You don't know about our culture. Shout out to you, though, using your content, but you don't. Everyone thinks they understand our culture, understand the check-in culture and this and that. As I've said, the check-in culture is really simple. It's the same as checking in anywhere that you go if you're going to be out in the street. We're not talking about individuals who are not street individuals. Individuals who are in the street, whether you are rappers or not, but you are in the street, then you want to be careful when you're going to be wandering around in the street wherever you are at, particularly in gang-infested, war-torn neighborhoods, which Los Angeles, California is and has been for generations. And you just want to be safe, and we want you to be safe. And we want to be safe as well. The individuals who reside in Los Angeles, California need to understand where they're going and what they're doing, but the individuals who live there and grew up there do know what they're doing and where they're going and which territory they may be in, that they may not should not be in. For whatever reason, not because they've done anything wrong or that they have any beef with anyone in this territory, but you don't want to be mistaken for someone who does have beef with someone in that territory. That's all. But there you have it. NBA Youngboy, apparently the Crips tried to force him to check in, and so did the Bloods. He went out there and made videos and watched without checking in, and he made it out in one piece. And this happens. You know, you want to be careful though if you are making lyrics and you're disparaging any individuals and disparaging whole gangs, then you just want to be safe with that sort of rhetoric. That's for anyone. But there you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments. NBA Youngboy, he said, no, I'm not checking in. I'm not giving y'all a damn dime. I'm not doing any of that. And he stayed strong, apparently, and didn't bow down. Stay safe and stay free. Where's he from, though, NBA Youngboy? I don't know. Maybe I should have looked first, but maybe I'll go and see I don't know where he's from, but apparently he's a stand-up individual. Apparently he's a stand-down, stump-down dude from somewhere. If this is how it all went down precisely, then wherever he's from, he's a stand-up individual. Or a foolish one, depends on how you look at it. Because certain individuals telling you to check in, you may just want to do that. But again, we're not talking about giving up your money. You shouldn't give your money to anyone. They're trying to take your money from them. You say, hell no, do what you got to do, and then you do what you have to do. Stay safe and stay free. People.